Hi there, it's Brian with Senergy360, and today I have this full display of all these different amazing things that have to do with hygiene in the home, um, creating a healthy home. And this is an amazing book. So if anyone wants to learn the ins and the outs, you could even learn how to build a home with this book. But what's really important is this book guides you on all the aspects of a healthy home. So even if you have an existing home, thanks to this book, this can really help point you in directions, things to look for to keep your home as healthy as you possibly can. And I'll just do a quick little tutorial on every little item that we see out here. So we're talking about indoor air quality. Um, what we'll start from the actual structure in itself. And the structure itself is, as a building biologist and a builder, we're looking at keeping the water outside the house. And so we're looking at measuring relative humidity, temperatures, using different meters that will give us all the different metrics for moisture readings. We can do thermal imaging. There's all kinds of different types of things that we can look for just with this device right here. And this is just a more high-powered thermal imaging camera. So as we get into the indoor air quality, there's different devices that you can use that measure particulate matter, CO2, VOCs in the home itself. And so this can actually point out, if there was issues of particular mold. Now that's not gonna explain what the mold is, but it's just gonna say, hey, there's an issue with your indoor air quality. So this is a really important device that I use for measuring indoor air quality. And some ways to help remediate that. There's this technology. This is a brand called Aris. And Aris is a air scrubber. And what an air scrubber is, it's an air purifier. And what Aris uses is a it's a cell, it's a UV cell that actually cleans the air. So they have all kinds of science that it's, taking pathogens, airborne bacteria, allergens, dust mites, mold spores. It actually neutralizes it on impact. This is a portable device that you can have in the home. This will cover up to 2,000 square feet. And again, it's all science-based. This is a portable device, so if you're traveling, hotel rooms, in your car, you're concerned about VOCs or anything in the room, this will cover up to 200 square feet. This is the entire home. This is actually an air scrubber that you can install into the HVAC system. And as you run your AC or your heating, it will continuously scrub and clean the air. Again, it's all the same technology using the catalytic cell with a UV system that neutralizes all these different things on impact. So we've covered indoor air quality. Now, as far as kind of a DIY, um, on the interior of the home looking for mold. So if you suspect mold within your home, this company, Immunalytics, they make a self-home test. It's fantastic. And it has Petri dishes. So you can, depending on the square footage, you can order 5 to 10 to 20. And what you would do is you would go into the areas of the home, under a sink, under the kitchen sink, under the bathroom sink, behind dishwashers, anywhere, or water coming into the home into the main. You would set this dish in a sealed environment for 24 hours, and then you would seal it, and then you would send it out. And they would give you a complete analysis. Now, it's a pretty simple analysis, so we can understand that you could take to your functional doctor to help recognize certain things. Also, the test kit comes with a swab. So you can, if you do detect or you see mold, you can actually swab it and put in here. So you're doing a Petri dish test along with a swabbing sample. Now, what I use in more of a professional grade is I actually do air collection sampling. And this device here, what it's doing, we're using these containers here, and we're actually capturing airborne mold spores, indoor and outdoor. So we're doing a collection to compare. So if we have a higher count on the indoor, that's going to show there's a mold issue, and actually it'll break down what type of mold spores are there. As long as I also too use this is called a biotape. So if I see a visual mold, I'll biotape this and then I'll send this out. So these go out to the labs, and then we get a full analysis from what the mold is and what's in the air. So that pretty much covers everything for indoor air quality. Now moving into power, EMFs and RFs. There's different devices. This is a really simple device. It's a great device that measures radio frequency. Any types of EMFs from Wi-Fi, cellular, Bluetooth. It gives you a numeric value, and it's this very accurate reader. And now this device here, this is more of a professional grade device. This measures EMFs, milligauss, radio frequencies. This measures and replaces every meter all in one. And there's different probes for measuring different things, including RF and EMFs. This device here, which is actually turned on, and we're measuring, it's kind of an oscilloscope, so it's measuring the wavelengths in the actual power feed itself. That's another form of EMF, which is microsurges. And this is a type of a filter that's installed. You can put them on the wall, or you can put it for the entire home. So depending on how much dirty power you're cleaning up, you would install this from the main panel. And what it does is it replaces these, so you don't have numerous these filters all throughout the house. Okay. So we'll talk about how we measure RFs and EMFs. Another part too is, it's always good to be able to measure your water in a water test. This is a simple in-home test that measures 17 different results. This is nice because you can capture instant readings. The next step would be there's certain labs that you can send your water out and get complete analysis as well, more detailed and broken down. This device here, because we're looking at generating a healthy home, and this is what's called the LilaQ block, and this device helps harmonize the fields of the individuals and harmonizes the area of the home. So